So it is Wear Test Wednesday, and if you are new here, every Wednesday I test out a new product, mostly foundations, because who doesn't want to see the longevity on your foundation? But if you guys ever have a request for me to try the longevity of another product, please let me know down in the comments and I will be sure to get to it. And if you are not new here, then you already know what's going on. So thanks for coming back and thank you for your support. My name is Delana, by the way, if you don't know that already. Today we will be testing out the NYX Total Control cover drop. So I do have a first impressions on this, but I feel like I didn't give it a fair chance, so I wanted to do a full-on wear test. I did a first impressions on it a long time ago, like before I was even doing wear tests on my channel, and so I still have this in my collection. I want to give it another chance, and back then I do feel like this color may have been a little bit too light for me, but now it looks like a really good color for me. And if you don't know, if a foundation is too light for you, it can affect the texture of it. A lot of times if it's too light for you, it enhances texture. And so all of that kind of played a factor into why I feel like I didn't give it a fair chance back when I did my first impressions. And I had also been wearing makeup all day and I took my makeup off right before, and I felt like maybe I didn't get all of it off and it just wasn't sitting right. I don't know. Just all in all, I wanted to give it another chance, and I wanted to do it with you guys on camera and track how it lasts throughout the day so you guys can see it for yourself. So let me first just give you guys the lowdown on this product. So I have it pulled up on the NYX Professional website, and this has a pretty dang good shade range. I remember I actually bought this at my local NYX store, but you can order it online. It retails for $14. You could probably get it at the drugstore. I don't know if I've ever seen them at the drugstores, but I don't really pay attention, so you could probably get them at the drugstore. It has 30 shades, so it has a really good shade range, and the shades get pretty dark. Like, it looks like a good shade range between light, a good amount of medium, and then a decent amount of dark. So it's only $14, and the description of it is: customize your coverage like a pro with our Total Control Drop Foundation. Now available in 6 more shades to accommodate an even wider range of skin tones, this fan favorite provides sheer to full coverage and a soft matte finish. Use the included glass dropper to fine-tune this velvety matte formula to your heart's desire. For beautiful application, prep your face with our new Total Control Drop Primer. Now, I do not have the Total Control Drop Primer, but I do have the Hydra Touch Primer from NYX, and I am going to apply that all over my face. I normally apply primer to just one side of my face, but I'm going to apply it all over because my skin needs a drink of hydration. I don't know what is with it today. This weather has just been crazy. It just really feels like it needs an extra boost. Yeah, the weather has been so weird. I live in Texas, if you guys don't know that. I'm in the Dallas area, and it feels like it's been like either super rainy and humid, or it's been like cool, and then it's like humid, and then it gets like a little bit warm and dry, and it's just been like so back and forth. My skin has been breaking out, or it's like really dry, or both, or I don't know. It has been the definition of a hot mess. So whenever I bought this at the store, the NYX representative did tell me to not use it with a sponge. So I am going to use it with a brush, which I prefer to use my foundations with a brush anyways. And I'm just going to do a few drops on the tray. Now, from what I remember, it does give you a recommendation of like, I think it was 4 drops. It doesn't say it on here, but I think it was like 4 drops is supposed to give you full coverage, and that was not my experience with it at all last time. It was like I needed a lot more than 4 drops, like 8 drops. I think I did more than 8 drops to get an actual true full coverage look. So, however, I am gonna go for like more of a medium coverage today because I don't feel like having a lot of foundation on my face, but I guess I'll just go in with my usual veil primer from Hourglass, and I'm just gonna take that and apply that to one side of my face. If you have not tried this primer, you freaking need to try it. It is my life. I just feel like it adds so much longevity to my makeup. You get way less breakup with this stuff. So I have a little tray here, and I've already shaken this up. So I'm just gonna drop that onto my tray. This is a brush that I just got recently. It's from BH Cosmetics, and it's from this brush kit right here. Sculpt and Blend number 2 brush kit. This is the number 123 from that kit. Just gonna start in the center of the face. Yeah, I really especially wanted to try this foundation again because I have heard several beauty bloggers say that this is like one of their favorite foundations, that they love it so much. And so I was like, what am I missing here? Like, I feel like I did something wrong, or I don't know. It was a first impression, so it wasn't a full-on review whenever I did it before, but yeah, this is not how I remember this foundation looking at all. This is way nicer. I definitely agree it has a soft matte finish. Like, this is like the definition of a soft matte finish. It's matte, but like it's not. It doesn't look flat and dry. It feels so freaking lightweight, like super lightweight. So you can definitely build this up. However, what I'm noticing is it's not super pigmented right off the bat, which I get that it's supposed to be that way. Like, it's supposed to be really buildable. It's supposed to be like whatever you want it to be. However, for those people that are looking for full coverage, you're gonna go through like half of this bottle just trying to get a true full coverage. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's not worth it for somebody who likes an everyday full coverage. Like, I've used probably about a full syringe of this, which is a lot of product, and it's very thin and liquidy, but it's a lot of product, and I'm at about a medium coverage. And I'm gonna stop here. Like, this is about the coverage that I want. I just wanted to cover up all my redness and get a little bit of extra cover around like the blemishes and stuff like that. But it does feel super freaking lightweight. Like, it feels so airy. Like I have nothing on my skin almost, which is super nice. And yeah, this texture is way different from the first time that I applied it. Obviously, I have gotten much more fair than I used to be, so the color matches me pretty much perfectly, and I have a fresh, clean, prepped and primed face, so that makes a big difference in how your foundation will go on. So my husband is playing video games and I can hear him getting mad at the TV. He's like, what? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That's literally me every time I play video games. So here is how everything is looking all by itself. It looks really nice. Like, I actually really like the texture. The only place that it feels like the texture is getting a little bit weird is where it was like hard to blend around my nose here. But other than that, the texture feels really nice and soft and smooth. Like, it built really well. I feel like I'm well covered, but it still looks like my skin, and I am liking it far better than the first time I tried it. Everything is going good so far. It is 2:27 p.m. so we're gonna wear this for a while, for at least 10 hours, I'm guessing, if not longer. So I will see you guys in my next check-in. I'm gonna go apply the rest of my makeup and film another tutorial and get some stuff done, and I will check in a little bit. Alright guys, it's the second check-in of the day, and I have my friend Hillary here. Yay! Hi. We're about to cook some food, some real good food for our whole 30. We're doing the whole 30 together. And we're gonna make buffalo spaghetti chicken, something like that.
Yeah, that.
So anyways, here's how everything is looking right now. On camera, it's looking like it's showing like a lot of redness, and I have some sunglasses marks. Wearing sunglasses. Showing a lot more redness than you really see in person, but I did not put any powder around my nose, and I didn't put any powder on my chin because I have stopped using so much powder. I've only been putting powder under my eyes because I like the way that it looks better. So this is where we are right now. I really like the way that it's wearing. It's definitely not a full coverage, definitely still a medium coverage, but I don't feel like it's moved or settled into any weird fine lines or anything like that. So I'm super happy with it. So I'll see you guys in my next check-in.
What?
Here are some goodies we get. What? Here's some the goodies that we got. We got some yellow squash. I got some probiotics, some Synergy. This is my alcohol right here. Hillary's scared of my cat. Oh my gosh, look at this. I repotted my orchid. If you guys don't know, this orchid is going on 2 years. 2 years I've kept this baby alive. Well, it's going on 2 years. It just, yes it has. It's been like a year and a half. I got this cute little hanging one for it so I can hang it by my window if I want to. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do that, but we shall see. Alright you guys, it is my last check-in of the day. I probably look a little bit sleepy right now because I have just been laying on the couch for like the past 2 hours just watching YouTube videos, and well, I was also doing a little bit of work. I was like creating thumbnails and editing pictures and stuff like that, but I was like, oh, I finally have some time to just like sit down and relax, and I just like cuddled up on the couch and I was like all snuggled into a blanket and just was a couch potato for a good couple hours. So that was really nice. Got to relax a little bit, but I'm ready to wash this makeup off. I'm ready to end my day. I'm actually gonna go be a couch potato even more and play some video games, but I wanted to make sure that I wore this foundation for a good amount of time before I took it off, obviously. And it has definitely gotten pretty shiny, but I feel like that is very well due to the fact that I have not been wearing as much powder as I usually do. So my natural oils have come throughout the day. Nothing is absorbing them as much. I don't mind that look at all. I like a really dewy look. However, I will say that the way that this foundation has worn, it's worn pretty nicely. The only weird thing about it is that like, it almost feels like it's like gathered into my pores a little bit. Ignore where my sunglasses smudged it. I never judge a foundation for that because like there's literally something like rubbing against it. Like how is it not gonna wear off? You know what I'm saying? My blemishes on my forehead are definitely starting to peek through. It has worn off. I can see some redness peeking through around here. It was making my nose itch a lot on the corners, and I can feel it itching like kind of in the center of my face as well. I have sensitive skin, so that is no surprise to me. Not that every foundation makes my skin itch, but there are certain foundations that will make my skin itch, and this appears to be one of them. So there's that. Overall texture of it and the overall longevity of it is it's good. It's not astounding, but it's not bad by any means. It's good. I would say if you are somebody who really likes to control your coverage, like some days you like to wear sheer coverage, some days you like to wear medium, and some days you like to wear full, this would be a good option for you because it is affordable. It's $14. However, if you lean on wearing full coverage most days, I would not go for this foundation because then you have to use a lot more product to build it to that full coverage, but it definitely does build really well and has a really nice texture. Now, the first time that I used this, I do realize my fault, and that is that I did not prep my skin properly, which is going to make any foundation not sit well, but that also I didn't have a shade that was appropriate for me at the time because I did have a little bit more of a tan back then, and so that's gonna make a big impact as to how the foundation looks or appears on you as well. So yeah, especially with this being without any powder, it looks really, really nice. Like no setting powder, and I feel like my skin still looks pretty even. It hasn't gotten super patchy other than the little bit of like beating up in the pores and stuff like that, but it's nothing that I'm like, nothing that would keep me from reaching for this foundation again. I would say at this point, the only thing that's gonna keep me from reaching for this foundation is the way that it's made my skin feel. It's made me itch a lot around in the nose area. That's pretty typical for me because I tend to get sensitive, especially right in here. I don't know, maybe I have a little bit of dermatitis or something. All in all, for $14, I would recommend this foundation if you're somebody who really likes to control their coverage. Like I said, if you're somebody who likes to wear full coverage every day, probably not the best idea because you'll be spending a lot more money and you might as well just go invest in a nice full coverage foundation. But other than that, I think it's a good foundation for lasting this long without any powder, and yeah, it's pretty nice. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you've tried this foundation or if you're planning to try this foundation, make sure you get a good color for you and make sure that you prep your skin properly, just like with any foundation in the world. So that pretty much wraps up this wear test, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what products you would like to see me put to the test next, and I will be sure to get to them. I need some recommendations. I want to know what you guys want to see. What do you want to see put to the test? Do you want to see more foundations? Do you like that I mostly do foundations, or do you want to see more like lip products and primers and setting sprays and stuff like that? Let me know. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave and that your notifications are turned on, because what's the point of subscribing if you don't know when I'm gonna upload? So make sure that those notifications are on, and follow me on all my other social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Twitter, I hardly ever tweet, but if you guys want me to start tweeting, go follow me and maybe I'll start tweeting. I don't know. That's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna stop rambling on. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you all in Friday's video. Bye!